Hey y'all, I'm Rylan. Welcome to my channel. A couple weeks ago, Staijah and I were talking and we decided that we wanted to do another reading vlog this year where we read some of each other's favorite books. If you have been subscribed to my channel for about a year now, you might have seen that last April I did another reading vlog where I read some of Staijah's other favorite books. And I had so much fun doing it. I found a new favorite book in that vlog, so I'm very excited to do that again this year and read some more of Staijah's favorite books. Now this vlog is going to be a little bit different because I am not going to tell y'all all the books that I'm reading for it until I get to each one. This is in part because the surprise of it is kind of fun and intriguing, but also I'm just not quite sure what all I'm going to be reading yet. I have a pretty general idea. I have 4 books that are possibilities right now, but that might change. I don't know if I'll read 4 or 3. Staijah's reading 3 books for my vlog, I think, but I might surprise her and read 4 of her favorite books for this vlog if I have time. I don't know if that might change. Not gonna make any promises. But yeah, this is going to be a surprise TBR vlog kind of thing, I think is what they're called. I don't know, never done one before, but I'm very excited to do this. I will go ahead and share the first book that I plan to read for this vlog, and that is The One by John Marrs. This is a science fiction thriller. I read The Minders by this author in December or November of 2021. I had an arc on NetGalley that I never got to, so I am very glad that I finally picked it up and read it. It was wonderful. I gave that book 4 stars, so I am very excited to read another book by John Marrs. I was able to get this book on Kindle Unlimited and it has the audiobook available, so I'm very happy about that. I listened to the audiobook for The Minders and it was so good, so I have high hopes for this audiobook as well. This is one of Staijah's favorite books. She read it either last year or in 2020, I think. Could be wrong about that, but I know it's been in the last 2 years or so that she read it and loved it, so I have high hopes for this. Staijah and I tend to have very similar tastes when it comes to books, so I trust her recommendations and really do believe that I'm going to enjoy The One. I will be starting this book hopefully this weekend. It is on my TBR for the weekend readathon that I'm hosting, but I messed up and over committed myself to this thing. My goal was to finish up my 2 current reads before the readathon started, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. But because I have the audiobook for The One, that will be my next audiobook as soon as I finish my current audiobook. So hopefully I'll be able to get to that tomorrow morning or even tonight, depending on how the rest of my reading goes. No idea what's about to happen. Cannot tell you, but I will hop back on when I am 50% of the way through The One, and I will share my thoughts and a little synopsis for the book. This morning, as I was getting ready for work, I hit the 50% mark in the audiobook of The One. I think I mentioned in my intro clip that Kindle Unlimited had the audiobook for this one as well. That is not true. I have the audiobook on Hoopla, so that is where I have been listening to it. I actually have not once opened up my Kindle copy. I haven't felt the need. I've been able to keep track of everything just from listening to it, which isn't always the case for me. So I think that says a lot about the way that the audiobook is engaging me. Really enjoying this one. This book is written in rotating perspectives from 5 different characters, I think. Yeah, I think it's 5 characters. A little bit tricky at first, but I was quickly enamored with the story. Each character is doing their own different thing. It all has to do with John Mars's creation of the match your DNA type of thing, where in several of the author's books, this is like a main idea where basically this person in his world that he created came up with this thing where DNA will match like a person's soulmate to, yeah, soulmates get matched together based off scientific data and DNA. So these 5 different people have, done the DNA tests and are entering into new relationships or finding out who their matches are or whatever. We have a serial killer. His perspective is one of the chapters, or his chapters are one of the perspectives, so I get to read about a serial killer and as he is navigating his match your DNA relationship while also killing people. It's a fun time, great time. The chapters are very short, which we love to see. Overall, I am really enjoying it. There are connections in this book to The Minders, which was released last year, I believe. So I feel as though I read these 2 books backwards a little bit, but it's fine. There's not enough connections that like I feel like super lost, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, The Minders definitely has connections to characters in this story, and I realized that almost immediately, which made me happy because it meant that I remembered what happened in The Minders, which I tend to forget the books. Like, I tend to forget what happened in a lot of the books that I read because my memory just, whew. Anyway, yeah, really enjoying this one so far. I don't have a ton to say other than the fact that it is really good. I definitely want to watch the TV show that I think this book is now. I could be wrong. Yeah, no, it's definitely this book that was made into a TV show last year or in late 2020. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably watch it after I finish reading the book. I think that's all I have to say. I do have a plan for my next read for this vlog, and I will be sharing it once I finish the one. Super excited about my next pick. Have very high hopes for it. It made Staijah cry. I am just waiting for my copy of it to arrive in the mail, and when I get it, hopefully I will have already finished the one by that point, and I will be able to let you all know what I am reading next for Staijah's favorites vlog that I'm doing. I think that's all I have for this update. I will hop back on when I finish the one and have my next pick all sorted out. This is the 3rd vlog clip I filmed from this spot in the same sweatshirt, all for different vlogs. Yeah, anyway. Hi, I'm here to say that a couple days ago I finished, or maybe not even a couple days ago, probably like a week ago at this point, I finished reading The One by John Mars. I gave this book 4 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed it. As seems to be the case with John Mars's books, there's a lot going on. Lots of chaos, but in a good way overall. But I would have loved to see some connection between the five characters that we followed in this book. In The Minders by this author, the characters are all connected by the same thing. In The One, yes, they all did the match your DNA tests, but they are not connected to each other in any way whatsoever. And I would have loved to see some sort of link between them, no matter like how broad or vague it might have been, similar to like how The Minders was. I'm not going to spoil that book, but if you've read it, you might know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I would have loved to just see some sort of connection between these characters, and that really wasn't how this one was set up. All the characters lived completely separate lives in completely different places, which was fine. But yeah, I don't know. I just would have loved to see something more as well. But overall, yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I loved the audiobook. I thought it was so well done. It might have been full cast, but I've honestly already forgotten at this point if it was full cast or not. But I did think that it was very well done and would recommend listening to the audio. If you haven't yet picked this one up but want to, Staijah, I'm really glad that you loved this book. It has been on my TBR for a very long time now, and I'm so glad that I finally read it. Really enjoyed it. We'll definitely have to watch the Netflix show for it. Moving on to my second book for this vlog, I will be reading a young adult contemporary book called Where It All Lands. This book is by Jenny Wexler. I did get an arc of this one. I swapped it with somebody on a Facebook group that I'm in. Super excited about it. I know that Staijah read this book last year and it made her cry, like actually cry. Books don't make her cry very often, and I think we were all just as shocked and surprised as she was when she started crying during a live reading sprint, and I got to see the pictures later because I don't think I was there when it actually happened. I don't know what this book is about. I feel like I say that about most of the books that I talk about for reading vlogs, but she loved this one, gave it 5 stars. I have very high hopes for it. I love a good heartbreaking novel. Everything makes me cry. So if Staijah cried, I might cry too. Not might, probably will cry. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for this one. I am super glad that I found an arc of it. I do have an arc on NetGalley. So I technically could have started reading this one earlier, but Staijah loved it so much, and I was considering buying a physical copy of it just to keep because I just have this feeling that I'm going to love it. But when I saw that somebody was swapping for a physical arc of it, I went ahead and grabbed it, and I'm so glad that I did. I really like this cover. I am personally a fan of the animated illustrated covers or whatever, so I cannot wait to see what this one is about. I'm scared that I'm going to be heartbroken, but I cannot wait, yeah, to dive into this one. I do have some books that I'm trying to finish up and start first before I read this one, but I am still good on time for this vlog. Staijah and I are trying to get it up by March 23rd, I think is the day we picked, and it is only March 2nd. So I'm doing great, we're doing fine. I'll pick this book up soon. Super excited about it. Cannot wait to get to it. Staijah cried, which equals I will probably cry. So I'll update you all when I get to 50% of this one. Maybe you will see my tears at some point. I don't know. I think this book is going to break me a little bit. So anyway, super happy about it, super excited for it, and I will update you all when I get to 50%. Good morning, y'all. It has been probably a week and a half since I last updated this vlog. I was on spring break last week, and so I decided to put a pause on some of my reading vlogs and read books that were just on my TBR that weren't for videos because I wasn't sure how consistent I would be able to be about updating them while I was down there. So didn't get a ton of reading done for this vlog during the trip, but we got back yesterday morning, and since then I have reached the 50% mark in Where It All Lands. This is the second book that I'm reading for Staijah's reading vlog. This is a young adult contemporary about Stevie, who is new to the school she has just started attending. She meets Drew and Shane on her first day there and becomes friends with both of them, but she ends up with Drew first, and yeah, they start having a relationship, and Shane kind of gets left out. He also has feelings for Stevie at the same time as Drew does, so it has caused a little bit of a, what's the word? It's early. It's been a blimp, I guess, in their relationship. It's been, yeah, really hard for him to watch Drew be with Stevie, but something happens, and then Stevie ends things with Drew and gets closer to Shane, and that's basically all I know so far. I have a feeling this one is going to hurt me. The prologue of the book already foreshadowed what was coming in the future, and I knew that it was going to be very, very hard. So a little bit nervous to continue reading this one, but I am really enjoying it so far. Am I a fan of the love triangle trope? Not particularly, but I do like the direction that the story is going in. I have a feeling that I'm going to be wrecked by the end of it. I know this book made staijah cry a lot, and she does not cry during books very often. So going into this one, I knew that it would probably wreck me the same way that it wrecked her, because she was a mess during it, and I cry for books all the time, so I would not be surprised if I end up in tears by the time I reach the end of this one. I'm nervous, I'm excited, I cannot wait to see where the story goes, but yeah, enjoying it. I will update you all when I finish the book, but I am also going to go ahead and share the next book that I'll be starting today as well, because I would like to get this vlog done by Monday or Tuesday of this week, because yeah, our schedule for this vlog is originally set to be up on the 23rd, which is 4 days from now. So I'm going to go ahead and start my third and final book for this vlog today as well, which is a very short one, so I'm not worried about it at all. I think I can binge it in just a couple of sittings. I know staijah did when she read it in December of last year, so I'm sure I will enjoy this next book as well and will be able to fly through it too. So the third book that I'll be reading for staijah's reading vlog is I Know Your Secrets. This is a thriller. Not a lot of hype around it on social media. I've never seen this one before, except maybe from staijah. I don't know if she's posted her review on Instagram yet, but she was reading this book last year in December during our Back to Kindle readathon. We did some live sprints for it, and she was reading it on those, I'm pretty sure, and I remember her just freaking out about this book. It's very short. It is only 267 pages. It's a very little book, like in comparison to your standard paperback. Yeah, it's short and thin and not very tall, so I think I can fly through this one easily. I'm going into this one without knowing anything. That is what staijah did, and that is what she recommended with this one. So I'm hoping that this is a gripping thriller. Yeah, that just really gets me good, because yeah, sometimes thrillers at this point are just not fun for me. I begin to find them a little bit predictable, or just not as exciting as I thought they would be going into them. So I'm hoping that this one delivers on all of the atmospheric intensity and like the not knowing, the not trusting that I love seeing in thrillers a lot of times. So hopefully, yeah, this one goes well. I will update you all when I am 50% of the way through this one. I'll only be like 120 pages into it by the 50% mark, but I'm okay with that. I love a good short book. So yeah, I'm starting this one today as well. We'll hopefully be able to finish both of these in the next couple days or so I can get this vlog up on Wednesday, which I think is the 23rd. I am filming at this very strategic angle to hide the mess behind me. So my phone is kind of tilted up a little bit more than normal. The background is a little bit like random. I mean, I know I film in this place kind of a lot, but usually you can see like my books in the background, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, but this time we're changing up a little bit so you cannot see the mess behind me. Anyway, hello, I'm here with another vlog update. Sorry, I'm getting texts on my watch and I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything important. I did finish Where It All Lands yesterday afternoon, a couple hours after I last updated this vlog. I gave this book 4 stars. I did really enjoy it. I will admit, of course, as normal, after I updated at the 50% mark, I did begin to lose a little bit of interest. I got a little bit bored, but by the last 30 or 40 pages, I was in all of my feels. Yeah, and I did end up crying a little bit, maybe not as much as staijah did, but I was definitely getting emotional. I think the reason it didn't wreck me as much as I thought it was going to was because I got, a little bit uninvested. Is that a word? I don't know. I got a little bit less interested in the story as I went on, but I really appreciated the ending and the idea that, one choice, one situation can, have a ton of different outcomes that we don't know. This book just showed the result of a single coin flip and the two directions that their story could have gone. I thought overall that it was very beautiful. A little bit heartbreaking, not as much as I thought it was going to be, but I still appreciate this book a lot, and the themes that dealt with about grief, like fear, and just stuff like that. I really appreciated it. I will mention some trigger warnings for this book. One of the character's parents does cheat on his wife with someone else, not like during the book, but that's still a big part of the story. There's also the loss of a loved one, which is really hard on one of the characters. And I just wanted to throw those out there really fast. But anyway, really enjoyed this book, gave it 4 stars. Was a little bit bored for a little bit, but overall I had a good time with this one, and I'm so glad that I finally read it. Thank you, Staijah. I'm so glad that it's one of your favorite books, because I'm not sure when I would have ever gotten to my arc on NetGalley if it wasn't for this vlog. I did get that review submitted, so that's great. That's another book off my NetGalley list. So here's the second book that I read for Staijah's vlog. 2 4-star reads is not bad at all. I also just reached the 100-page mark in I Know Your Secret. I was going to wait until 50%, but I wanted to film a vlog update while the sun was still shining. I do have a work thing in a little bit, so I wanted to do this beforehand. I'm here for my halfway update a little bit early for this one, because I do want to finish it tonight or tomorrow morning so that I can get this vlog finished and edited and uploaded for Wednesday morning, which is in less than 48 hours. Not stressed out about it at all. I am feeling really good. I already have most of the vlog edited. I just need to do this last clip here, and then my final clip after this clip, because there will be one more. Anyway, here's a little synopsis of I Know Your Secret. This is a thriller about Danielle and Beth in rotating chapters. First of all, the chapters are very short. I am already on page 102 and I'm on chapter 21. So, love a good book with short chapters. But yes, this follows Beth, who is a therapist, and she has a new client who is Danielle, and both of them are struggling in their marriages, although Beth doesn't talk to Danielle about it because, it's client-patient stuff, and Beth is not going to open up to her patients about her own problems. Anyway, both characters have some secrets. We don't quite know what they are, but both are very shady. I don't trust either one. I don't know if either one is meant to be trustworthy. I believe that they're both going to end up being bad in the end. I don't know what to expect. But this book is just very creepy, atmospheric, not creepy in like a scary way, but creepy in like the you don't really know what's going on type of way. And I am really enjoying it so far. I am a huge fan of short chapters, so this book has just been such a blessing so far because it allows me to feel like I'm getting stuff done, without losing my attention on the story all the time. Books with long chapters tend to frustrate me because I can't concentrate for that long on one chapter. So my goal is to finish this book probably tomorrow. After a meeting that I have, I will be able to update you all on my final thoughts on this one. I think if this book goes in the direction I think it's going to go in, honestly I don't know what I think, but if this goes in the direction that I don't expect, which is basically any direction because I have no thoughts right now on where this could go, I think it could be a 5-star read. It is very, creepy in the way that I can't trust the characters, and that is one of my favorite elements in thrillers. So I have high hopes for the rest of this book. I will let you all know what I think when I'm done with it tomorrow. I cannot wait to share my final thoughts with Staijah. I know she freaked out about this one when she read it in December of last year. So hopefully I love it too. I don't know. I have a feeling I'll either love it or hate it, but hopefully I love it because so far this vlog has been going well with my enjoyment of Staijah's favorite books. I'll update you all tomorrow at the latest with my final update for this vlog, and I will share my thoughts and let you all know if this book just blew my mind like I think it might. Hello, my friends. I apologize for the Not super amazing lighting in this clip. It is raining outside and I didn't really feel like getting my ring lights out, so I totally could, but here I am anyway. Last night at like 11:30, I finished I Know Your Secrets. I gave this book 4 stars. I did really enjoy it, but it wasn't anything that like blew me out of the water completely. I didn't guess the plot twists. I didn't guess how the story was going to end. And while I really liked how everything all came together, it just wasn't a 5-star read for me. So I would still recommend picking this book up. It is a very underrated thriller. I had a really fun time with it. Both characters had their secrets and I enjoyed seeing how everything came together. It was really interesting, it was very intriguing, very engaging, a little bit messed up, but like we love to see it. So I would recommend this book. It deserves more hype. I gave it 4 stars and I'm very glad that I got to read it for this reading vlog. To give a final, whoa, sorry, my arm just slipped off like the armrest. To give a final recap of the books that I read for this vlog, I read The One by John Mars, gave this book 4 stars. I read Where It All Lands by Jenny Wexler and gave that book 4 stars as well. And finally, I read I Know Your Secrets by Ruth Heald and gave it 4 stars. So 4 stars seems to be pretty on brand for me. Even outside of this vlog, this month I've had mostly 4-star reads. I really enjoyed all of what I've picked up, but I haven't loved anything enough to give it 5 stars. I don't know if this is just a little bit of a thing, of a phase I'm going through. But yeah, I really enjoyed these books regardless. They weren't 5 stars for me, but I can totally understand why they are Staijah's favorite. Staijah, thank you so much for picking these books for me to read for this vlog. They are all books that I probably would have kept putting off if it wasn't for this. So I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you all so much for watching this vlog. I had such a fun time reading some of Staijah's favorite books, and I'll see you all in the next video.